a pleasure to finally get to meet you. I'm just out of the film, so it's fresh in my head. First of all, it's quite beautifully shot. The whole setting of this movie puts you in the mood for it, correct?
Yes, it's very, very, well, I should first say that I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen little pieces of it, and it is incredibly beautiful, very rich in color, imagery.
First-time director, but he seems to know very, very well what he's doing. So tell us a little bit about Ryan Gosling being in the directorial chair.
Ryan was amazing. You're right, he knew exactly what he wanted. He'd been working on it for so long and knew the tone and knew the visuals that he wanted. He was sending me music months before we ever got to set, so he had a very clear idea of what he wanted to do. So it was fun to be collaborative with him and watch him on set. He was very excited on set. You could tell he was like smiling a lot.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like kid at a candy store kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Although not too many smiles in this film.
Yeah, I know. All the smiling was behind the camera.
So she's very maternal, if we can describe her like this. She is very protective of roots and family. Tell us a little bit more about the character.
Well, Billy, the character that I play, I think that is her main drive and her main focus is to keep this family together, and she's striving so hard to be a good mother and to raise these children right when she's never been given role models in that way. So she doesn't know what she's doing, and she's terrified. Or she's trying to sort of present this image of strength. So that drew me to the idea of playing her as sort of someone who's being hit over and over and over with the troubles in life, and exactly. What do you do in desperation, and what do you do to protect your family?
Did the setting also put everybody in the mood? Where did you shoot it? Tell us a little bit about the location.
We shot the film in Detroit. However, it's not supposed to be Detroit. It could be many different cities. But it was a beautiful backdrop because Detroit is so textural and so interesting, and so many interesting buildings and art, and so you just felt sort of wrapped up in the city very quickly. And I hope you feel that in the film too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, incredibly atmospheric.
Oh, totally atmospheric. Yeah. Another atmosphere is, the scenes with Eva Mendes. It's quite fun to be in that different type of world. Tell us a little bit about that part of the film.
Well, it is the difference between this big bad wolf club and then the reality of these people's everyday lives. We wanted this to seem intriguing to Billy, to my character. It ends up being quite this scary scenario, but it's also sort of glamorous and mysterious and moody, and of course Ava's just stunning in it, and you can't take your eyes off her. So you wanted to have this feeling that you'd want to be in that room, but then sort of be horrified that you'd want to, in a way.
You're also stunning in it.
Thank you.
The same confidence as a character than you have in Mad Men. So how does one ooze confidence in one and then become a little bit more demure in the other? How do you switch?
Well, when you take on a new role, you just have to be as committed and true to what that person's having to experience. Obviously, this character is having a very, very different life than Joan on Mad Men. Joan is hardworking, but has a roof over her head and pretty clothes in the closet, and Billy's struggling a hell of a lot.
Yeah, it's a completely different world.
Completely different, yeah.
That's what's great about acting. You dive into different world, you dive into different characters. Do you remember the first time you thought that this was for you?
As soon as I read the script, I knew it was for me. Obviously, to work with Ryan again, too, it was a huge compliment to have him ask me to do it after we worked together on Drive. So I knew from knowing Ryan a little bit from Drive, I just knew what a unique mind he had and a unique vision. I had also enjoyed the music he's had, in his band. I know that he's creative, and I know that he sort of sees things differently than other people, and I wanted to be, collaborative in that way with him.
And at what point of your life did you decide that acting was for you? When did you think that, okay, I want to be an actress?
My mom got us involved. That's pretty funny to hear club music and bagpipes at the same time.
It's a carnival
Only
of
in Cannes, right? My mom got me involved in community theater when I was probably 9 or 10 years old. And I didn't know that it could be a profession, but I knew that I wanted to do it forever, that it made me so happy. I was doing musicals and dancing and singing and acting, and I just thought, whatever else I'm doing, this is going to be part of my life.
How are you preparing for the red carpet in Cannes? Do you know what to expect? Is it your first time here? Or?
It's my first time
Oh my
here,
God,
yeah.
so that's the most exciting time.
I know, I've always been actually very, very intimidated
Yeah.
by the idea of being here. It just seems so grand and so busy and so much. So I'm just taking it moment to moment, but it's just been extraordinary and so beautiful.
And tell us why you can't be more than a day and a half in Cannes. What do you have to do? We're very interested.
Yeah, I have to get back to the set of Mad Men.
Yeah.
We're filming
The last season?
the last couple episodes now. We only have 5 more weeks.
Oh, really?
Forever. So, and of course it's my true love, so I do have to rush back. But they were very kind and let me pop over here for a little bit.
A bit of a Cannes holiday.
Yes, very quick, but still perfect.
And finally, tell us about the other actors in the film. Who did you most enjoy acting alongside?
I loved all of them so much.
Yeah, see, that's the spirit of Cannes.
I know, my gosh. I love them so much. We had this amazing opportunity to rehearse for about 2 weeks before we even started filming. So we all got, excuse me, I'm going to eat a bug, a little snack.
Yeah,
And,
it's good protein for the red
exactly.
carpet.
So we really got very close in this 2 weeks beforehand. So by the time we got on set, we were sort of a little family unit already. And I still see them all. We still hang out. Saoirse and Ian, I get to see quite a bit. I love them very much.
Yeah, no, it did feel like there was this community spirit on set.
Yeah.
What are you going to wear tonight? How are you going to get ready?
Well, I'm just gonna rush home and, change my makeup and put my dress on. I'm really in love with my dress, I have to say. I'm excited to wear it. It's Alberta Ferretti and I love it.
Oh, you're going to look like the bombshell that you are.
It's very romantic. It's a very, very romantic dress.